quality's rubbish. Anyway, give it a go. I am still testing, people, so just bear with me. But I'm going to do this post-race replay for Nürburgring and see how it goes. I don't think the quality looks that great because I'm actually watching it while playing it. So yeah, it's very clever, minded. But I don't know what the quality looks like from your end. Yeah, let me just quickly get it up. Sorry to waste a bit of time. But you know what I'm like, I always do this. Yeah, just bear with me. 1 minute done. So, quickly get it up. Sorry to waste a bit of time. But you know what I'm like, I always do this. That seems okay. Yeah, just bear with me. 1 minute done. So, quickly get it. Quality isn't great. Sorry to waste a bit of time. But let's get it underway. So then, obviously welcome back to the MRC Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, Season 14, Race 13. Not a lot of rounds to go at all. I think a couple more. First of all, I've got to apologise for not getting the replay out there any sooner. Been a bit unwell. Bit of a life-changing moment in my life in regards to my heart. So yeah, it turns out I've got to be on medication for life. Got heart disease. So yeah, it's affecting me a bit mentally, but I'm just going to try and carry on. I'm going to do this replay now, and then I'll see how I get on with this replay. Then if it doesn't turn out great, then I'll go back. So race 13, season 14, Pro 2. So thank you for watching. On pole is God, Macready still 6-3 and me 1. I think if Macready can win this race, I think he's champion, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure, but hey, he's on pole position. Second is Goal 45, outstanding drive from him again. Then we have the Hammer Games Nick, very surprising there in third position, but well done to him. Myself in fourth, and we've got McDaddy in fifth. Yeah, McDaddy in fifth, and then we have Marshall in sixth. And then we have James Harbin in 7th. I think he struggled a bit around this track, to be honest with you. He wasn't happy while we were going round. But anyway, Kiwi in 8th, Bazinga in 9th, Johnny C in 10th, Jay Dante in 11th, Jason in 12th. So yeah, hello viewer. You're probably thinking, gosh, Darren, look at you. But it's a new start, new beginning. So up we go, because we need to get this race underway. So I don't want, if it disconnects, I will come back on, but I do it obviously without the camera. But on poles, Macready, Goal 45, Nick the Hammer Games in third. Now, the first hairpin, the right hairpin, is going to be tricky, so they all get away well. Macready as well, but we've got the Hammer Games. Goal 45 just covers Hammer Games there, but they're side by side. Entry-wise, I don't think there was any troubles going into this turn. So yeah, they all get through quite nice, to be honest with you. There's no contact. Someone runs wide there, busy. Here we go. Did he do a jump? Obviously headed down towards the right hairpin. Did he actually jump as well? On board with Bazinga, because I got a feeling that glitch again in this game. Yeah, it took him up in the air, but oh god. Anyway, out we go quickly because we just got to the front. Up to the front, Darren. So Macready pulled out a little bit of a margin over Nick the Hammer Games, but Nick the Hammer Games just sitting in the slipstream. And we're lap number 1. We haven't got too far to go. We've got like a way to go because it's a 30-minute race. We're just under a minute in. And we've got Goal 45 in third. We've got myself in fourth, Marshall in fifth, McDaddy in sixth, and then we have Bazinga in seventh, James Harbin in eighth, Kiwi in ninth, Johnny C in 11th, Jay Dante in 10th. Then we have Jason to the rear. But up we go. Because for Macready, this was a race he had to win to guarantee the championship, depending where James Harbin came. Now, in regards to James Harbin, he was struggling a bit around this track. he wasn't enjoying it. So it was for him to basically outdo Macready, who's in first position still. Nick the Hammer Games is second. He's getting harassed by Gold 45 around the right. Will he get that move done? Let's go on board with Gold. He does. Nick the Hammer Games just backs out at the last moment. But myself, I'm behind Nick the Hammer Games as well. Gold runs it slightly deep there, so that enables Nick the Hammer Games to go up to 7th. I look to the right, but I just back out at the last moment. Any collision there is going to end in disaster. Then we have Gold 45 in 4th. Marshall in 5th. Marshall's he's just sitting there. He's like, nah, it's gonna sit here for a few laps and see what unfolds. So we watch out for Marshall as well, because he was there or thereabouts. Penalty wise as well, a few were getting penalties around this track, and they were getting frustrated because of it. Myself, we've got the Hammer Games, Gold 45. Gold 45. He to be honest with you, Gold 45. Like I said before, the past 3 races, he's done a stellar job. Absolute stellar job. No fault in the guy. Just top racing from him. Gold 45 that is. Macready putting on that gap now. He's doing all he has to do. In relation to the rulings in the Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, penalties. If you get a penalty, you're not allowed to overtake. That car can overtake you, but you're not allowed to overtake that car. So Nick the Hammer Games, I've passed Nick the Hammer Games now. Nick the Hammer Games is just sitting behind me, but Marshall, the one I'm talking about, he's there. Likewise, Bazinga. I don't know. A lot of them seem to up their game during this race. McDaddy in 8th. We've got Kiwi in 9th. Kiwi with no penalty there, but it is a penalty. It's like 0.6 around that area, so it's minimal. We've got Jay Dante in 10th, Johnny C in 11th, and Jason up in 12th. Up we go, because Macready now, he's in his head, he's like, well, I don't need to do too much. If I can keep in first position, and then this championship is mine for Pro 2. I mean, fair play to the guy, he has earned it. James Harbin did give him a good run, but I think it's just a little bit too late. So Macready, he's earned his way up to Pro 1 or Elite. I don't know where he'll be, but massive respects to him. Myself up to 2nd, but Gold, I had to watch out for Gold, because I know Gold had pace around here. The Hammer Games Nick, he's down to 4th. Bazinga in 5th. James Harbin up to 6th now. So James Harbin needs to just make his way up if he can, slowly. But he was finding it difficult in traffic, trying to get through the pack, because quite a few of them are on pace, and Marshall sees that gap for the middle. He's like, yes, I'm diving through there. Let's go back and have a look at that from Marshall's point of view. So, heading down the start finish straight, just cross the timing line. Head towards the first right hairpin. And, he goes through the middle. He's like, hello, 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 here I come. And he's there, very nice move indeed. Up we go, down we go, shall we say. Because in 6th position we have got Bazinga. Bazinga's lurking around. Bazinga, he seems to have pace around this track. He seems to enjoy this track. Up front we've got Nick the Hammer Games with a penalty. He couldn't overtake me with that penalty. So we go on board with Nick the Hammer Games. Because he's got that 2nd penalty, there's no way he can overtake Gold or catch up to me. Macready's just put out a bit of a gap now. I mean, fair play to him. He just took it easy. He knew what he had to do. Tyre deg around here was quite high. But yeah, it's so far I've missed the first 2 rounds, but I've enjoyed it. Nick runs a bit deep there. He's onto the gravel. You want to get on the grey stuff, Nick. Marshall in 5th. We've got Bazinga in 6th. We've been McDaddy in 7th. Jay Dante in 8th, and James Harbin in 9th. This is what I mean. James Harbin struggled around this track on that Friday evening, and I did feel for him in a way, because he did contest Macready throughout the season quite a lot. They had a good few battles, but I think this just, his chance of winning the title, I think, were gone at this point. So we've got Kiwi and Johnny C behind battling. Johnny C behind Kiwi. Can he get this move done heading up towards the chicane? I don't actually know the corner names. I do apologise. I just jumped on and get it done. Good news is, in regards to the heart, I have got statin now. I've got my statin today. I've got my aspirin as well. So yeah, it's been a tricky few weeks. I found it quite difficult the past few days. My health ain't been great. But I thought I'd jump on in now. Macready, yeah, I'm drawing him in a little bit. But Macready knows what he has to do. He's just taking his time. I mean, fair play to the guy. Goal 45 in third. Hammer games with a penalty again, a second penalty. I think he seems to be getting it up for maybe the chicane or the first right hairpin across the timing line. Marshall in fifth, but he has got the intention of Bazinga behind in sixth. Let me know if there's any camera lag for the camera, because this is just a trial this way, and I think it is going to work better. As long as I can work out the camera, the angle, stop the lag. If there's any camera lag, just let me know in chat, or send me a message in Messenger. I've got Jay Dante in 8th. James Harburn still in 9th, but he's harassing the back of Jay Dante. He wants to make moves if he can. But I mean, McQueen's down there. He's going around a long right-hander now. Myself, goal 45 as well. Nick the hammer game. Yeah, this is where he had a bit of heading down towards his right-hander. He's getting rid of the penalty, but realises, damn, I'm trying to get rid of a penalty, but I need to break it at the same time. So 2 and 1 doesn't go, and that just cost him there, which is very unfortunate indeed. So up we go quickly, because Macready now, myself in second. Macready, you will be the new crayon eater, by the way. That'll be off my shoulders. I won't be called that anymore, I hope. So Macready at the moment with the fastest lap of 2:04.305. Yeah, I mean, for these cars, for the GR4s, that's a good lap. We've got myself in second. Now I've got the attention of goal 45 behind me in third position. This is what I mean about goal 45. He had pace around his track, and yeah, we're on lap number 4. We're 8 minutes in. We've got a way to go. But goal 45, like I said, from Dragon Gardens, the guy has upped his game massively. Likewise, McDaddy, he should be in like Pro 1, maybe Elite 1, because he has got phenomenal pace as well. But for me, goal 45, James Harburn as well, he should be there. Macready should be up there as well. But look at this from Gold. He's like, yes, you break early, I'm coming through. Now that, I seen that come in, I was like, what am I doing? I should have protected that entry maybe, but Gold's like, yeah, you break there way too early, I'll break later than you and I'll get that move done on you. Such a nice move, that, nice and clean, no contact. I just give him a little nudge to the rear, say thanks mate, out that. But absolutely phenomenal overtake from him. Macready's still in the lead, still the fastest lap of 2:05.305. Sorry, 2:04.305. Yeah, it's just it's all about Macready. I wasn't here for the first 2 rounds. I wish I was, because it'd be interesting to see where I was in relation if I was here for the first 2 rounds. But give Macready, James Harburn, and whoever comes in the top 4, the final, the 3rd and 4th, give them their due. They've earned it. They've earned their way up in to Pro 1 or Elite 1, wherever they may go. But Marshall as well. Marshall is he's improved a lot as well. They all have. It'd be a shame to part, but from this season, I think I will just concentrate on commentary. You know me, I'll probably come back to racing. Nick Hammergain's there, runs it a bit deep. Kiwi in 8th. Sorry, Jay Dante in 8th. Kiwi in 9th. James Harburn in 10th. He's down to 10th now. James had a terrible race. He wasn't happy at all. I think there was at certain points, he was like, what's the point, But he stuck at it. I mean, the guy's got phenomenal pace when he's on his day. Everyone else has their off days, and that's life, But he'll bounce back next season when he goes up to Pro 1 or Elite 1. But Jason in 11th as well. Feel for this guy. He's had a lot of technical errors, I would say, in this season so far, like tyre wise and stuff like that. Johnny C in 12th. Johnny C's been thereabouts. I think he loves his MX-5, but he is coasting there. Up we go, because Macready to Gold. Now Gold got past myself. Gold is now on a mission to catch up to Macready, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. We've got myself, obviously. We've got Marshall up to 4th now. Obviously, we Nick the Hammer games running deep into the gravel. That's now enabled a few to gain a position. So Marshall now to 4th. I was watching the gap between Marshall and myself, and in certain points of the track, Marshall was a lot quicker than me. But bearing in mind, it's my own fault. I don't do no practice nowadays. I don't know if Marshall does, but McDaddy as well. McDaddy for me, he's been in Pro 2, I think, for a couple of seasons now. I think for me now, for McDaddy, I think it's about time, he's got the pace to be up there with Pro 1 and maybe Elite. But McDaddy, yeah, he's got pace as well, and I think it's time for McDaddy just to go up. I mean, who am I to say where he should go? You know, but from my point of view, McDaddy, yeah, he's earned his place in Pro 1 or maybe Elite. You know, because in certain tracks he's absolutely phenomenal. Bazinga likewise. I think Bazinga on his day, he could be an outstanding driver as well. You know, likewise Nick the Hammer Games as well. He could be on when he's on form, he's there. Jay Dante, I don't really know a lot about Jay Dante, but I know the guy's a good racer and he's clean, respectful. Yeah, he's a out and out racer, you know. Kiwi as well. Kiwi new to Pro 2 this season. I think by watching people as well, I think that's helped him. Helped him improving on his pace and his racecraft. He's got James Harbin to his right, but Kiwi's loving Pro 2. And fingers crossed, I hope he stays in Pro 2 as well, because he's loving it there. And he'll improve so much by watching and learning. He'll be up there. But fair play. James Harbin, Mr. Sim FX. What is there to say about James? You know, he's on his days he's an animal. You know, yeah, but he's just unlucky he couldn't go for that title. You know, and challenge to the last rounds maybe. But James Harbin there diving to the right. Accidental knock there to Jay Dante. I think at this point, then he gets to knock to the race. Like, oh, what's the point? But fair play to him. He carried on. A bit frustrated in that car. Jason out to 10th. We only got Johnny C. He just come out of doing the MX5 league for ESR, so he's trying to adapt to the car. Up we go. So we've got McCreada. Now McCreada is being caught by Goal 45. This is what I mean about Goal 45. The man on his day, like he said, since Dragon Gardens, he's just improved so much. I mean, now he's behind McCreada and he's looking for that move. For me, he could have won this race. You know, he could have won this race. He had the pace, 2:04.599 compared to McCreada's 2:04.305. It isn't a massive difference. I mean, he's a lot quicker than me, almost half a second. But McCreada, yeah, he's the fastest on track. I give him his due. But Goal seemed to turn it on towards the halfway point, and he's behind McCreada now when he gets his move done. So he's just maybe slipstream long back straight. So a right kink, and a hand up towards the final chicane. Can Goal 45 get this move done onto McCreada? He's looking. This is what I mean. He's looking to the left. When he get this move done? No, he just backs out a bit. No, he's made it stick. But wow, this is what I mean. Now he's took first position. McCreada's diving into the pits for a fresh set of tyres. Wow, it's just this is what I mean about Goal. McCreada's in the pits, fresh set of tyres, you know, and then just go for it. Basically, he's got nothing to lose. I'm up to second now, but I was fighting a lost cause. McDaddy up to third for the past few rounds as well. McDaddy. He's always been there at my rear end come the end. It's oh God, not you again, McDaddy. But you know, give him his due. McCreada out the pits now in fourth. 2:04.305 is the fastest lap of the race from him so far. Nick the Hammer Games now, I think for me needs to keep it together, keep it all composed. And if he does get a penalty, just don't do it on a corner. Do it on a straight if you can, because as you've seen there on the previous laps, he outbraked himself, went deep and into the gravel. So try getting rid of the penalty and then breaking into a corner doesn't go. Bazinga up to 6th now, where he has been there for quite a while. My error there, apologies. Kiwi up to 7th. Marshall pitted, he's in 8th now. Jay Dante in 9th. Then we have Jason in 10th. James Harbin in 11th. And Johnny C in 12th. Up it goes, Goal 45. Goal 45 is in the lead now. He's got quite a bit of a gap over me. Let's have a look at the lap chart. Yeah, so it's almost 5 seconds to me. Well, it is 5 seconds now, and about 7 seconds to McDaddy. All it is tyre. Just change your tyres. You ain't got no fuel depletion on. It's just change the tyres and out you go, flat out racing. That's what it's about. Myself in second, McDaddy in third, slowly catching me in second position. McCreada in fourth now. Fresh set of tyres, racing sauce for him. 2:04.305 is the fastest lap of this race. You can now see McDaddy's To the rear of Daddy, there's a bit of a gap between them anyway. Myself in second, goal 45. Does he look to pit on this lap? I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, he looks to dive in the pits, fresh set of tyres. But I feel McCready will get the jump on to goal 45 because his pit stop was quite long. Myself in second. Where does McCready come out in regards to goal 45? Goal 45 still yet to pit. Goal 45 is pitting now. McCready is going along the finishing line now. Where's Gold? Gold coming out. He's just off the jacks now. Gold's coming out. He's still McCready's just there. So it's still fairly close between these two. I mean, goal 45. Can he do what he done before and catch up to McCready as quick as he can? Because the gap is yeah, it's closed. Wow. So in that pit stop, McCready's got the jump fair enough. But then goal 45, I think he could do it, you know. But let's wait and see. Myself in third, Marshall in fourth. I pitted as well. But this set of tyres, I seem to struggle on it. It was weird. So the previous set to this set just seems like wet. Marshall in fourth now, doing a good job. Let's go for the fastest laps in a minute. Let's do an onboard lap with McCready. My daddy in fifth, Nick the Hammer Games in sixth, Bazinga in seventh, Jay Dante in eighth, Kiwi in ninth, Jason in 10th, James Harbin in 11th, and Johnny C in 12th. So out we go. We've got McCready currently out in the lead. Maybe he has got the attention of Gold. Gold's not letting him go. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the gap between these two, because the gap between Gold and McCready is under a second. For me and Gold, it's quite a way, you know. I couldn't catch Gold. He was just a man on a mission come the second half. So we're 18 minutes in, not long to go at all. And let's have a look what's going on. I'm going to go on board out with McCready anyway. So yeah, Kiwi there with a slight penalty, but you can get rid of that. Been a great season so far in the Pro 2. You know, massive respects to that admin at MRC. Doing a grand job, to be honest with you. But McCready coming around the final turn now. Let's go on, do an onboard lap in car with McCready. What's he got? What's he eating today? Yeah, you can see Gold there out of his side mirror there. Nothing nice in there. No. So onboard McCready heading down towards his right hairpin. I don't actually know the corner names. I do apologise. Like I said, it's a spur of the moment. I just jumped on and just get the replay done. So I'm on board with McCready. We can still probably see Gold behind in the wing mirror. Yeah, we can. There's his headlights there. McCready just needs to, if he can, just widen that gap. But Gold is he seems to be on a mission this race. You can see him in the background there. So McCready, yeah, fastest purple sector. So he's improving on his time. And let's see what he does. So we're heading down that right hairpin there. Sort of ish, semi-quick. Then down this long right-hander, right hairpin again. You know, you don't want to perfect this corner, because if you brake too deep, you hit the gravel, it kicks out your back end. So here he is now. He's what, has he improved again? He has improved on his time. Could this be a 203 from McCready? Let's wait and see. So far, a brilliant lap from McCready there. Where's Gold 45? Gold, he's still there in the background. So don't count out Gold 45 just yet. 20 minutes in, 10 to go. So then, Gold still behind McCready. He is slowly closing that gap. I may be missing overtakes. I do apologise, but it's what I like to do. Just give a bit of onboard action with a lead runner. Being as McCready's on for the championship win, I thought it'd be him, because all he needed was one win to get the championship. And yeah, like I said before, fair play to him, just unlucky to James. Gold just lost a bit of time there for the chicane, but so far brilliant lap from McCready. Can he get a 203 maybe, or maybe a 241? Let's have a look. I think it's going to be a lot quicker, doesn't it? Yeah, 204.2. Very well done, McCready. Very nice lap, my son. So, Gold, then we got myself, then we got Marshall to me. I'm putting out the gap from Marshall now. He's got a bit of tyre wear compared to myself. Minimal tyre wear there. So lap times in regards to everyone. Macreado 204.248. Gold 204.592 in second. Myself 204.746 in third. Then we have Marshall 205.120 in fourth position. McDaddy 205.323, who's in fifth position. Nick the Hammer Games 204.253. Wow. Who's in sixth position. Then we have Bazinga 204.985 in seventh position. Then we have J Dante 206.055, who's in eighth position. Then we have Kiwi 206.068, who's in ninth position. We've got a bit of a battle behind there between James and Jason. Jason has done a 206.344. James has done a 205.587, and Johnny C's done a 205.004. James Harbin is looking to the rear of Jason here. Will he get this move done? I think if James can get maybe one or two places, he'd be happy about that. So he's looking to the rear of Jason. Will he get this move done around his right hander? No. Unless Jason runs it a bit too wide, which he does. Sorry, commentator's curse. I do apologise, Jason. I didn't mean to put you off there. I know the race was done prior to what the comms, but you know, I've said that and he's gone off. It's like commentator's curse. So he runs it a little bit too deep there, which is very unfortunate indeed. So James Harbin now has gained that position. Can he catch up to the back of a Kiwi ahead in ninth position? So up we go, because Gold 45 is the guy who I want to watch at the minute. Gold 45 compared to Macreado, let's have a look on the timing. Compared to Macreado, yeah, it's just over a second. So in places, Gold does close up to Macreado, and then Macreado just pulls it out onto Gold. So now we have 7 minutes left of this race. Not too long to go at all. I will do Willow Springs shortly. I don't know what time yet. Myself in third. Marshall in fourth. McDaddy in fifth. Nick the Hammer Games in sixth. So not really no battling's going on now. It's sort of calmed down now and spread out. And Johnny C to the rear with a bit of a penalty, which is very unfortunate indeed. The closest battle we have on track is Nick the Hammer Games, McDaddy and Marshall, who's in fourth, fifth and sixth, battling out for that final, well, for that fourth position, sorry, not final podium, because the final podium is by myself. So Nick the Hammer Games, can he do anything to catch McDaddy and Marshall? McDaddy seems to be catching Marshall quicker than what Nick the Hammer Games is. So McDaddy will have the slipstream from Marshall, and Nick will have a little bit from McDaddy, who's in fifth position. So out we go. Not too far to go in this race now, just over 5 minutes. Anything else happening that further down? Is Gold catching up to Macreado? No, the gap's staying the same. Yes, well, 1.5. So Macreado is pulling out that gap now from Gold 45, who's in second position. Myself in third. This is the closest battle on track. Let's just stay like this with Nick the Hammer Games. Let's see what McDaddy can do. Can McDaddy catch to the back of Marshall and get that move done up to the chicane? Let's have a look. Can Nick the Hammer Games do it as well? But McDaddy is in the perfect slipstream now. Nick the Hammer Games with McDaddy in the slipstream on Marshall is putting away from Nick the Hammer Games. So McDaddy, can he get this move done into the chicane? No, he just backs out of it a little bit. But Nick the Hammer Games gains to that chicane. So he seems to have perfected that chicane, to be honest with you. Yeah, he closes up a lot for the chicane. So let's have a look. On board with Nick the Hammer Games. Yeah, he closes up a hell of a lot. So Marshall, like me, I wasn't very confident going for that chicane. I didn't have trust in myself. I was like, no, can't do that. So Marshall is the lead group of these cars. Let's go back to Marshall. McDaddy's looking down the right. Will he get this move done? He does. Will Nick the Hammer Games follow through McDaddy? He tries, but Marshall's got the inside line. So Nick the Hammer Games just going to have to run it out wide. Yeah, he does. So yeah, then we have Nick the Hammer Games still to the right of Marshall. Will he get this move done? Well, Marshall gives him the space, which is very, very, very nice of him indeed. So they're still side by side. Well, Marshall just backs out of it. So out we go. So we've got McDaddy in fourth, myself in third. I've lost that gap to to gold now. He's put out such a margin, it's unbelievable. I mean, he's done the fastest lap of the race as well, 2:04.084, which is outstanding, to be honest with you. So then, let's just quickly go up. So Macreada in first still, Gold 45 in second, myself in third, my daddy in fourth. Really, I should have shared the stream around. I do apologise, I didn't. But I will put it on to MRC shortly. So Nick the Hammer Games in fifth, Marshall in sixth, Bazinga in seventh. But it doesn't look good quality on that screen, and that's quite concerning because I've got everything on max. I'm gonna have to go through it. So obviously this is a test for this race through Streamlabs, and it doesn't seem to be. It looks alright, but it's just a bit grainy. But I'll have to have a look at that. So Macreada with 3 minutes to go. Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Yeah, it seems a bit blurry on stream. But anyway, that was this was a test, so I know what to do next time. So Macreada, fair play to him. We got just over 2 minutes to go, and he's ran a brilliant race, to be honest with you. Don't the championship win, but it just seems a little bit grainy. I was gonna get a drink, so yeah. Goal 45, falling back now. Quite a bit from Macreada there. Myself in third, my daddy in fourth. But it's alright in there. Maybe it's my eyesight. I don't know. Nick the Hammer Games in fifth. He's got past. Well, no, sorry, they're still batting it out, in there for that position. Yeah, my daddy to fourth. Bazinga in seventh. Jay Dante in eighth. Yeah, spaced out towards the rear. James Harbin there. Bless him. You know, we've always got next round mate. Just get 2 wins if you can. And Johnny C to the rear. Jason as well. You know. So not long to go at all. Like I said, I do apologise for the delay of getting this stream out. Like I said, I've got a few things going on at the minute, affecting me mentally, which they are, and that's the truth. Mentally affecting me. It's like the get up and go, which I haven't got at the minute. I said too much pain, to be honest with you. But bit of pain coming now. But anyway, Macreada. What a drive from you. You had the pressure there from goal 45 for a few laps. And he done all he could, but you seem to have got it out there and still in first. You know, I know goal 45 took the lead for a couple of laps, but you just yeah, mate, fair play to you, much respect. You know, massive respects to them all. It's been a long old season for them. Been less for me because I missed the first 2 rounds. But my daddy. Nick the Hammer Games as well. Marshall, massive respects to them all. We've got another round to go. Bazinga, Jay Dante on the final lap now. Kiwi, James Harbin, Jason, and Johnny C to the rear in 12. So Macreada obviously started the race in the lead, and he looks like he's going to finish in the lead because Gold is backed off now. Yeah, he's 4 seconds back. Myself in third, final lap of the race. Look out for Big Willow, that will be coming. Might be later on this evening, I do apologise. I'm just getting a few thingies down my chest. So I'll get that done for you. I've only started taking a statin today because the pharmacy said I had to wait till today. So I took the statin, I've got aspirin as well. So let that take effect for the rest of the day, and I'll probably be back with Big Willow later tonight, if not, definitely tomorrow. I do apologise for the delay. I've got an Infinity series to do as well. That'll be done on a Friday anyway. So, Macreada. Goal 45. Let's have a quick look, see what's going on. Anything going on? No. James Harbin's finished. Let's give him his due. He crossed the line. Let's give him his due. So James Harbin, the first across the line. He wasn't happy with himself in this race. Bit of a penalty as well. But he's the first across the line in 10th position. Give him his due for crossing the line as well. So he's in 10th. Slowly does it. Slow as you can. Jason in 11th. Johnny's seeing 12th. Fair play to him. Up we go because McCready, yep, he's ran a good race, you know. Likewise, goal 45. But fair play to McCready. Looks like he's wrapped up the championship for Pro 2 for this race. Massive respect. But like I said, check out Big Willow. I'll let you know when it's out. I'll post it on the MRC page. Obviously, I've been obviously Idle 4, as you know, Idle 4 Gaming. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, getting out there a bit more now with the Streamlabs and, you know, the webcam and bit of extra things. It's looking promising now. A few overlays to add to the start of the stream, then we'll be well away. But McCready, anything else going on? No, nothing else is going on. James Harmon's obviously finished. So McCready, many congratulations to you, my friend. Even though we have jokes and laughs, me, you and James and etc, but massive congratulations for your first position, and it looks like you wrapped up the championship as well. Huge respects to you. Huge respects to them all, you know, not just one person. Goal 45 in second. Like I said, man on a mission. Let's see if you can win the final 2 rounds. Myself in 3rd. My daddy in 4th. Then Having Games in 5th. Marshall in 6th. Obviously, I've been ASR Idle 4. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you with Big Willow shortly. Jay Dante in 8th. And you all take care. Right, thank you. Bye bye.